I'm Reisigo, and today I wanted to talk about some JRPGs that I think will make the beginning of 2025 an unforgettable gaming experience. I decided that I wanted to make this list of JRPGs releasing at the beginning of the year, meaning that March 31st is the cutoff for this video. So keep that in mind if something you're looking forward isn't on here. Also, I'm sure I'm missing some games that are releasing in that window, but these are my top 10, so this list isn't like 40 minutes long. If I missed something, let me know in the comments why you think it should have been on here. Before we get started, click that subscribe button for more JRPG content. I've been trying to release new content bi-weekly, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss out. Now, let's begin our list. First up on my list is a game that has already released and is a remaster. I'm of course talking about Tales of Grace's F Remastered, an action RPG in the Tales series. I've never gotten around to actually playing this one when it originally released, so I'm excited to get my hands on it now. The story for this game seems like a heavy friendship will save the day sort of thing, but I'm still interested to see how it all plays out. I think that the game looks very good, and the upscaling makes it feel like a brand new release. Tie that with the over-the-top combos in battle, and this jumped onto my list to get the year started right. This comes out on January 17th, so it will be available before this video even comes out. Next up is a game that looks absolutely stunning. Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist is a side-scrolling action RPG that seems to play in a Metroidvania-style world. This is a sequel to Ender Lilies, a game I've never played, and has me worried that I would need to in order to enjoy this one. The combat looks like we use other characters to attack for us, and we solve puzzles using them as well. But as I mentioned, I haven't played the other game, so maybe that's something I need to do before picking this one up. This game gives off dark vibes, and maybe the world is a little messed up, but I'm not entirely sure. If the soundtrack is anything like the music in the trailer, then this OST is probably going to be amazing in this game. I don't have much more to say about this one because I just don't know enough about the series, but I want to pick up Ender Lilies and check that out as soon as I can so that I can play this one early in the year, since Ender Magnolia comes out January 23rd. The next game on this list is a direct sequel to the previous game, taking place just months after the first one. In Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero, we control Marona as we attempt to assemble our phantom friends to defeat the sinister shipwreck fleet. This is a strategy RPG, a genre that I've never really gotten into, but the art style really caught my eye for this one, and if you've played the previous game, I'm sure you're biting at the bits for this one. This one comes out January 30th, and it has a demo if it's something that you're not sure about. I know that I'm going to end up checking out the demo before I end up picking this game up. Next up is one of the biggest games on this list, and that's The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. This game looks amazing, blowing me away with some of the combat animations and just how fun the battle system looks. The story won't let you down either, with it being another title from Falcom. My biggest concern for this game is that I don't know what other games I should have played by now, so that the story actually makes sense. I fell behind in the series, and now I don't know where to pick it back up since a new title comes out every single year. This has massive hype behind it, and I know a lot of people can't wait to get their hands on this one. It releases on Valentine's Day, February 14th, so if you're going to be alone anyways, I'd recommend going out and picking this one up. I'm going to do some research and see what games I need to play through so that this one makes sense, because I really want to play this. Next up is one of the games I'm the most excited about, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. A pirate-themed Yakuza game? Do I even need to say more? This game is going to have a great story, comical side quest, and a fun combat system. We can even have boat combat, which looks extremely fun. Oh, and did I mention we get to play as Majima? Anyways, this looks fun, the combat looks crazy, and I really want to play this one. If you're like me and you're excited to play this, it comes out on February 21st on pretty much every single platform besides the Nintendo Switch. Monster Hunter Wilds is the game on this list that everyone's been waiting to see. This might be the most anticipated Monster Hunter game ever. I've never really gotten into this series, but I know a bunch of people personally that love it and have been counting the days down for this one. Monster Hunter Wilds is an action RPG where killing monsters and harvesting material is the only true way to get stronger. This game is extremely ambitious with weather changes, environment changes, new monsters during these times, and having to adapt to the world around the player. Also, this game looks amazing graphically, and I feel like every title in this series gets better and better. I've never gotten into this series, but this might be the game that drags me in. I know a bunch of people are picking this one up on day 1, which is February 28th. I'm excited to see how well this game ends up doing and deciding if I want to dive in early on or wait until it comes down in price. I had this on my previous list, but we're now closer than ever to finally being able to play the game. I mentioned this before, but Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster is a game that's avoided me for a long time, but with this remaster I'll finally get a chance to play it. I don't know much about these games besides people consider them some of the best in the genre, an interesting battle system that seems to use some sort of rock, paper, scissors, and the game looks great with the HD upscaling, making this one of my most anticipated titles for the year. If you want to play this one like me, we'll just have to wait until March 6th. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is the only game on this list that is exclusively coming out on the Nintendo Switch. If you don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles X came out originally on the Wii U, a system that didn't get a whole lot of love, but this game did. Now that it's coming to the Switch, I think a lot more people will end up playing and loving this game. You'll create a character that becomes a member of Blade, and then you have to complete missions in this open world action RPG. If you're worried because you haven't played the other games in the series, don't be, because this is a perfect starting point that doesn't connect with the main stories of the other games. I'm excited to see how this one plays, and hopefully it does well since it's on a console that people actually own this time. If you want to play this game, it comes out on March 20th and looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Next up is Atellier Yumia, The Alchemist of Memories and the Envisioned Land, which also wins the award for the longest title ever. This one just caught my eye, and to me it seems a bit like Genshin Impact in the way that it's presented. But the whole idea is to take Yumia and her companions around the world to confront their memories and forge their own path. It seems to have an extremely in-depth synthesizing system, and collecting materials and defeating enemies will be a large portion of the game. I think the presentation of this game is good, and I like how bright it is. But I've never played a game in this series, however I've heard good things as of recent, and I might give this one a try. If you want to pick this up, it will release on March 20th, up against some strong competition. The last game on my list is a game that barely made my cutoff release time, and that's the new anime-inspired Souls-like action RPG, AI Limit. The first thing that came to my mind when seeing this for the first time was Code Vein, which released a while ago, but I feel like this one does its own thing and shouldn't be compared. This game takes place in a distant future where civilization is on the verge of extinction. The remaining people follow the legend of the last city, Havenswell, will take control of Orisa, a blader with immortality, as she explores city ruins to find hope of a new life. This sounds really cool, and I think the game looks beautiful. I love Souls-like games, so this one had to be talked about. There is a demo out now if you want to give this one a try, and the full game will release on March 27th. I feel like this has the potential to be a really fun experience. Those are all the JRPGs that I think will make the beginning of 2025 a great gaming experience. But I'm sure I'm missing some that you're excited about. So how about you let me know which ones I missed down in the comments below. I hope that my list sparks some interest in at least one new game, because I think the year is only going to get better in the second half. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video because it helps others see brand new JRPG content like this, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.